That's right. Crack them open. It's the 8:05 post-show here at the Lexus. U.S. Open of Surfing, celebrating another day of competition here, and it was a big one. 16 heats for the men completed. This guy, Kanoa Igarashi, so dependable here at Huntington Beach, taking a win in the last heat of the day. Igarashi, a two-time U.S. Open champ. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kaipo Guerrero, along with Rosie Hodge, Mitchell Salazar. Ladies first, Rosie, what did you think about today?
I loved it. Another 16 heat day. We've seen 20 heat days previously, so this felt just such an easy pace. Great to see all of the competitors get amongst it. Just men's today. It was cool.
Yeah, it was a great day. Waves really showed up this morning, too. It got complicated in the afternoon, as we all know. But, you know, the people that I think deserved to advance, especially when it came to the challenging conditions. Those afternoon heats were difficult, Kipes.
Well, let's review some of the heats from earlier in today. I'm talking about Heat 4, the round of 64, where Crosby Colapinto came out swinging. And it was an action-packed heat. Let's take a look at that Heat 4.
This was one of my favorite heats.
Not the most competitive heat of the day, definitely one of them. I thought Taj Lindblad surfed incredibly well at the beginning of the heat. Eventually, Crosby was able to catapult himself into the lead, but pitch, you know, got the first pitch at the Angels game yesterday, that Linny, and, you know, once again, Crosby just finding those gems out there.
What was interesting about this heat, when you looked at the heat totals, the surfers in second and third, they all could have won respective heats throughout this round.
Yeah.
And then Mihimana Bray had the priority interference, and it came down to a clutch performance from Taj.
And that's the interference right there.
Yeah.
And props to Lindblad, too, for regrouping after that wave, because if you remember, there were only a couple of minutes left after this, and he drops a banger of a score, 7+ ride at the end of the heat for Taj Lindblad. First year on the CS, he won the region, Kaipo, and already has a 5th over in Bolito, too.
It's those kind of clutch moments that make you a champ, and this is what competitors are made out of right there. Golf clap from Crosby Colapinto. He's on to the round of 32. That was a great heat, and there's the numbers, Rosie.
Yes, extremely impressive stuff. Luke Swanson, so bummed to see him out of the competition. Yeah. He was a standout for me yesterday, but Taj was undeniable in that heat.
Yeah, Luke Swanson, he's grown a lot. I think he's got a lot more in the tank, too, and I think this is just going to motivate him a lot more heading into the last 3 stops of the season, Kaipo.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, but I'm really impressed by what I'm seeing from Taj Lindblad.
Oh, dude.
He's one of my favorites right now at the U.S. Open.
And, you know, he tried for a number of years to qualify for the CS. Now he's here. He's taken advantage of this golden opportunity, and as of right now, has one keeper result. He's on his way to a second one here.
Yeah, and, you know, with this, I wouldn't say a condensed season where you take your top 4 results. All it is really going to take is one big result is going to help you qualify top 10 men at the end of the year.
Yeah, so with the 5th, add on a win to that, he's pretty much halfway there. So I think, you know, a big result right here really catapults him into that qualification conversation, Kipes.
Yeah, and, you know, we've had, you know, we have also CT surfers who are kind of doing double duty right now as an insurance policy, Rosie, and like a Crosby Colapinto. I think it's so smart.
Yeah, it's so smart. We're back to kind of that old season without the cut where you can do double duty, but it also means a lot more traveling for these guys, but also taking a lot of points away from would-be Challenger Series qualifiers. So it's interesting to see the point split. Yeah,
I predict that we will see, especially on the men's side, we're going to see double qualifiers, just because of how the field looks. I mean, this is a CT-heavy event as it is right now as far as CT surfers.
Absolutely, and with the experience that they have at this venue, too, that benefits them a lot more than the people that are traveling here for the very first time, too.
Yeah, speaking of CT surfers and insurance, Cole Houshmand took a big win in Bolito, and Cole was in that same form over here. The beach lit up, and some of the giants of MMA came out to back up Cole Houshmand. I'm talking about Luke Rockhold, Khalil Roundtree, Diego Lopez, all on the beach to back up Cole. Cassidy, too, also with a great showing, but it was the powerhouse here.
Yeah, and a bit off rhythm on that first turn, made up for it on the second one, and just talk about building momentum and being in a rhythm right now with the things out there in the ocean. That turn right there was incredible. That is the single best turn I've seen a goofy footer do so far in the event. Talk about power v power out here this morning at HB.
Yeah, 8.77 for that monster turn for the big guy, Cole Houshmand. There's the crew right there, greeting Houshmand on the beach, continuing. And you know what, Rosie? Cole Houshmand, and you can see, look at the numbers, 16.62 wave total. Cole, if he makes the quarterfinals, I'm going to say right here, his job's done on the Challenger, I think.
Oh, definitely. And I think self-belief is such a huge component of being an athlete. Cole has found that. He's had to dig deep this season. He's had some disappointing results. He's turned things around in Bolito, and he's carrying through momentum here at the US Open.
And also Viva Mexico.
Lucas Cassidy, really impressive.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
Surfed yesterday, made it through. Surfed again today, made it through. So watch out for that kid. He's on a roll right now.
Yeah. Really impressed by the air game from that young surfing. It's hey, let's hear from the last winner of the day. No surprise, Kanoa Igarashi moving on into the round of 32 canoas with AJ.
Also, no surprise, Kanoa shows up on the beach here at Huntington, and so does a crowd of 50 to 100 people as soon as he gets out of the water wanting to talk to this man. Kanoa, I know this is such a special event for you as a back-to-back winner. What does it feel like to be back here in the sand at Huntington for the U.S. Open?
Yeah, I love the U.S. Open. It's such a special event for all surfers and for surfing, and it's it's a huge honor for me to be able to say that I'm from Huntington and get to compete out here. And obviously today Huntington showed a few different types of waves, and I got probably the short end of the stick being at the end of the day. But I was actually to be honest, I mean, I've surfed it good many times, so I was happy to see all my fellow surfers and competitors get to surf some really good waves, and it was a fun day to watch surfing.
Well, and speaking of all the different waves we've seen at Huntington just today, like you mentioned, the conditions are always changing here. How much is it critical for surfers who want to have success here to know all the faces of Huntington and be able to adapt?
Yeah, actually, I was talking about it the other day with one of my friends that's in the contest, and the thing about Huntington is, like, I feel like more so than anything, you just need to know how to surf like each face of Huntington. I think there's not one way to surf Huntington. I mean, as you saw today, I think there was scores being made in every sort of way. There's lefts and there's rights and there's airs and there's turns, and there's a lot of big scores for one maneuver. There's a lot of scores for multiple maneuvers, and in saying that, I think it's a wave where there's no clean strategy, and I think the best surfers out of Huntington are the ones that are able to sort of adapt to each wave they catch. I'm not looking for a certain wave. I'm not looking for a certain maneuver. I'm just trying to adapt to each wave that I catch.
And you do it pretty well. So you're on to the next round. Before we let you go, you have anything you want to say to friends and fans in Japan?
Yeah, I'm just stoked to be home right now. Say hi to all my fans here in America. あとみんな日本のファンもいつも応援してくれてありがとうございます。今日も面白いヒートでリアル選手と一緒にパスしたかったけど、でもちょっと今日のコンディションも難しくて、また次のヒートに向けて頑張ります。
おめでとう. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kanoa Igarashi, Rosie's got to be obviously one of the favorites in the field. But who else has been impressing you on the men's side?
Do you know what? It's the handful of surfers from Orange County, especially San Clemente. I think they've come here and they're traveling as like a little pack. And throughout the day, I mean, almost all of the surfers from Orange County advanced through the round. I think Luke and Aldo unfortunately fell out of the mix on that last exchange. But yeah, I think the North American surfers have a strong showing.
Yeah, Mitchell, let me guess, you're going to say Lucas Cassidy.
Oh, well, he's one of them. I thought Alan Cleland Jr. surfed incredibly well today, too. I'm going to go outside of the box. I'm going to say Mateus Herdy.
I like it.
Yeah, and I know he maybe didn't perform to his standards today, was runner-up last year. I think he has a lot more to give, too. But outside of that, I think Levi Slawson surfed great as well. So last year's, finalists, I think they were very impressive. But as you said, Orange County guys, they dominated today, especially Taj Lindblad. I thought that buzzer beater at the end was really important for momentum.
Yeah, and we've been graced, you guys, with great swell throughout this entire U.S. Open of surfing. Let's check in on our surf line forecast, what the future has for us I think it's looking bright, Mitchell Salazar. Look at that.
It's been one of the best summers in recent history, and we've been so stoked to be present right here in Southern California for the consistency. As soon as you see those purple blobs, you know that there's going to be a good amount of tropical activity heading into the Southern California coastline. It's been nonstop pretty much the last 3 weeks right here, and the next 3 days looking just as good. Cross shore in the morning, pretty much from Friday all the way to Sunday, but look at the size. Just slight drop in the size, which is really good for us, and a bit more wind swell in the water for Saturday and Sunday, which is really going to peak things up here on the south side of the pier.
Great news. This is going to go down as one of the epic U.S. Open of surfings. I guarantee you that. Well, it's time to, I'm a little bit hungry, and you know what gets me even more hungry for some action, you guys? The Board and Brew Top 5. Let's dig into that.
Are we going turcados, left coast pastrami's, or every kind of different sandwich we got out there?
There you go. Starting with this morning at number 5 with our Board and Brew Top 5. It was Tube City out here.
Resurf before the event started, chatting to some of these surfers coming in. I mean, Jackson Bunch right there. Ian Gentile was out there getting shacked.
Mihi.
Mana.
Boy, dude, the waves are so good.
Classic California. Check this out.
That thing was dark.
Couple board snapping today, too, with the barrels out there.
And look at this. This is the stuff that you just dream of when you come to SoCal, when you come to Huntington Beach, putting on a great face here. Edgar Grosjean.
Opening heat of the day. So, yeah, so much action.
Number 4, it's the Hayden Rodgers show.
Yeah, here's another guy who kind of went under the radar because maybe Linney and Crosby, Cole outshined him just a little bit, but he dropped an 8 for the single turn and then backed it up with another great score afterwards, qualifying for the first time for the Challenger Series out of the North America region. Watch out for this kid later on throughout the event.
And his first heat win at the Challenger Series. So in Bolito, he got a second in a couple heats, but yeah, to see him get that first and do the type of surfing that we know he's capable of, he's looking comfortable out here.
Incredible talent pool out of San Clemente, and it keeps on getting deeper. Speaking of San Clemente's Taj Lindblad with a buzzer beater to advance into the round of 32.
Doesn't get much more clutch than that. I mean, especially after having the situation where Mihi Mana doesn't give way to him. Mihi gets a priority interference, and Taj has to regroup. Pretty much a minute later, get that wave away from everybody else. And Luke Swanson, who had surfed a great heat up until that point, just gave him too much distance and dropped a 7.4 to advance, Kibes.
Oh, yeah, big 20. He's excited. He's clapping his boy in. Taj Lindblad onto the round of 32. Great effort from the San Clemente surfer. Alan Cleland, you talked about it, Mitchell. Alan Cleland put on a show, dominant in his showing.
Andale. And Big Al right there, Chiquilin. He did it very well. I thought the way he competed, especially after the time off. 3 weeks is a good amount of time from CT competition, and he looked excellent this morning, Ro.
Catching up with him too, he seems like he's definitely matured in his approach. I mean, he's not getting as distracted as maybe he was. He's really clicked in here at the US Open. He wants another win.
Oh, yeah. Already a champ here. Can he do it again? We'll see. Looking good so far in his opening heat at the US Open. And then the powerhouse, number 1, Cole Houshmand, hammered HB.
Yes, he did. Did it in all types of forms too. On rail, hitting the lip line, and I still think that when it comes down to single maneuver waves, if those keep getting rewarded in this sense, Kaipo, we are going to be seeing some more excellent scores from Houshi.
He was the guy that in his qualifying year, he was able to go back-to-back with really great results. I feel like he's a momentum surfer. Coming out of Bolito with that win, now carrying it through to the US Open. I mean, he's a likely favorite.
Yeah, you gotta get behind the big guy. The crowd sure does. And we look forward to the next round, the round of 32. That's our Board and Brew top 5 moments here. And so you guys, I think we're going to do this all over again tomorrow. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you, Mitchell. Get some rest, okay? And we're going to get going 7:30 tomorrow morning. We'll be getting going with another day at the Lexus US Open of Surfing, presented by Pacifico. Now, enjoy the day and highlights. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.